Hey guys, hey, welcome back to the channel. How's it going? Hey, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And even though when you're watching this, it's not quite Thanksgiving for me yet, but it will be for you when you're watching this. Anyway, so we're gonna get back in this Honda Trail 70. We had a couple little issues, but you'll see. We'll go right through this video and take care of that. But first, I'm gonna go and I gotta do some Black Friday shopping. I'm gonna go camping, baby. I'm gonna go sit and freeze my butt off all night and wait for those doors to open up. I'm gonna be first in line. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first real quick, and I'll see you guys when I get back, and we'll get right into that. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, I'm headed to Best Buy. Sun's just going down. Woo! Black Friday. First one here. Yeah. Wednesday night. Yeah. Yeah! First in line. Yeah. Ah. Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Yes. Woo. Ah. Woo. Happy Thanksgiving. I am tired. I've been up Thursday now. I think I'm just gonna take a nap here. No way, no. I can't believe I missed it. No. Oh, forget it. I can't believe it. Today is going to be on this Honda Trail 70 Part 2. Not a whole lot more I'm going to do to it, but just, get it together. I'm going to clean up the shocks. I'm going to show you how to, if you don't have those spacers for the exhaust, we'll get into all that. We'll just do some more odd stuff. And then we're gonna give this thing a ride. Yeah, I can't wait. Just for a rider, and then it can get restored at some point. Just right now, I just want to get it as a rider for taking a quick swap meets, gather some of the new parts for it, probably have the original engine rebuilt, and then put back on. But anyway, for now, this is just a ride. All right, let's get into this, guys, and see how it goes. All right, the first little trick I'm going to show you guys is, okay, you get a lot of these guys, if you just want to fix your exhaust, you don't want to get a new one right now. If it's broke off or rotted out, like right here, like this one is. That one rotted off and broke off the back of this. So, well, things are making noise in here again. The best way to do it for a temporary fix, get one of these. Little spacer copper. Get them back out. There we go. And so, it will slide right on. It almost fits perfectly. This one's a little loose because this is a little more rusty. So you can put a little, bend it just a little bit. Give it a little tap. Again, I'm doing this one-handed because camera girl's a little busy today. Give it a squeeze. But anyway, you get the idea. Bend this down a little bit. Same thing with this. You can slide it over here. Oh. And there you go. Repaired exhaust is ready to go. Ship it. But it's a good temporary fix for that. Now, let's say, these older Trail 70s, they had the keepers in here. So you can put it in. Let's say you lost them or you don't have them. And you don't have time to get yourself new ones at the moment. Well, it's a temporary, you can make one. Make them. This is out of a pipe. I cut the pipe in half, and then I cut it long ways. And they fit right on, just like that. So you can get it in there, put both of them on, and they both will work just fine. It'll at least hold you up in there temporarily. You won't have that loud exhaust. So, and then we got a chain we're gonna put on. Gotta clean up these shocks a bit. There's a spacer missing out of here. I'm gonna put that in. Okay, now. Alrighty then. Okay, got my little keepers here. Take this off for a moment. See if we get this on. Put these on here like this. And slip it on in. This almost takes an art, man. Takes an art. Now, it's 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. And that's called a nut. 10 millimeter nut. Sometimes I find these engines where they're pulled out of it. Well, you know what? Just like a 10 millimeter, now I lost a nut. Instead of the socket, now the nut's missing. Do you believe that, guys? Unbelievable. It ran away. It's like a little gremlin. Oh, there it is. Right next to the hammer. Anyhow, I found it. Okay. I'm just kind of going to snug it a little bit. Actually, you want to make sure it's even on both sides. You want to make it so it's crooked. Man, motorcycle going by? It's cold out there. That is one die-hard rider. All right, now. Also, I want to give this a little bit of a tap. Not too much, because then you get sad. A little bit more. I know. It can be a little egg-shaped. It might leak around it. I know. But you know what? Better than the way it was before. Man, this looks like the old exhaust off my old original Trail 70. Better not be. Oh, there's all that dirt in there. All right, now slide that bad boy there. I did it too much. Okay. Now, the position I want that to be in, not like this. I want that away from the motor because the cable's there. Give that a couple nice snugs. Okay. There we go. I'll put a bolt up there. Exhaust is done. Matter of fact, I got the stainless steel roller pad here. Works great on chrome. I gave Junior his slippers. A whole bunch of these. I tell you what, it doesn't scrape. It does a nice job. I mean, it cleans it up real nice. It doesn't scrape it up. It's like magic. Magic, man. All right, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. And by the way, the shock came out. I had to do the shock because the shock had to go on first before the exhaust. So let me show you that. There we go. It cleaned up pretty nice. I give that a little shot of paint. Of course, in here I'm going to have to use super clean to get that rust out of there. That's on the plastic. But all the steel cleaned up really nice. And the chrome makes it go faster. Cleaned up pretty nice as well. Okay. Now, we'll figure out what we're going to do next. Oh, yeah. Got to do the wheels. Yay. Well, I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I'm just going to go ahead and mount these wheels. I got them painted. Before I forget, this is going to help holding this exhaust on too, stabilize it, is this spacer that's double threaded. Goes in behind here, which I kind of forgot to do, but I'm going to loosen this. Put this on. and take that nut off, because that's not the proper nut. This goes on the engine. I don't think I failed to mention that before. But that's what goes on there, guys. And that way it mounts your exhaust. And that is 12 millimeter. And so with this nut, the one that goes on this, will be 12 millimeter. So that is 12, and I do believe this is 13. Let me double check it. I better correct myself. Could be 14. Oh no! But anyway, no, it is 14. So 14, 12, 12. Okay? There you go. All right, guys. Also remember, after you get this bolt on here, which is supposed to be like one of those cap bolts, a dunce cap bolts. Dunce cap. This exhaust is not supposed to be touching that shock tower. That's because the bike fell over at one point. And you just bend it out of the way if you're strong enough. Trying to do it with one hand. But get that away from the shock. It's not supposed to be rubbing. Just so you know. I got enough away. That should be good enough that it's not going to rub and scar this chrome up. This beautiful chrome. So that's straight. But, yeah, it's good. All right. All right, if you guys are wondering where I'm at so far, of course, we got that chrome cleaned up. Got the wheel on, got a chain. I'm going to have to oil this chain up. And wheels been painted. Wheels on. Brake is good. All right. Now I got to fix the front brake. Put the seat on. We're getting close, guys. And by the way, look at these. These were the rear brakes. No pads left. They fell off. They got wet and they fell off. So, yep, change those. I had another set. Changed them out. And good. Now, on the front of this one, it's missing the brake lever. So, of course, you know, I got this one here. It needs a paint job. But I'm just going to go ahead and take this off. Put it on here. You want to know, well, how's that go on? Take a look at Buckets Has an Idea. If you look closely at these, you can see that little dot. Let me see if I can point at it. My big finger in there. Got a little dot there. There's also a dot on the shaft. It lines up with the dot. Now, if you look at the here, of course, I can't focus, but you'll see a little dot right over here. Right there. Barely can see it. It's like a hit mark. You just hit it and went and moved on. But if you're going to change it, that's how you know where to put it. Just line up the dots. So we're just going to take this off and put it on here. That way you have a brake lever in the front. Now, if you're wondering how that comes off, my friends. Sure, you've probably done this before, but if not, this is how you do it. To take 10, blah, blah, blah. Can't talk today. 10 millimeter. Take it all the way out. Unfortunately, you'll have to take it all the way out, and you'll have the little screw, set screw for the back. Nut, whatever you want to call it. And then you could just simply spread it. Take your screwdriver. Might need a little persuasion to it. Like that. Kind of spread it out a little bit. And that puppy will come right off. Sometimes. You're going to have another layer you got to go through. Because you're going to have to go through this right here. Comes right off. Then you can clean this up, paint it, whatever you want to do. And put it back on. And just line up that dot. Now that we got it on, don't forget, put your keeper back there, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. Line matches up, just like that. Of course I suck at, camera girl's much better doing this than I am. And we're ready to go. Now we're ready to put this front brake on so we can just hit the front brake and flip over. Hey! All right. Now we got the front brake on. That stuff's all on. We're going to put this back on now. And don't forget, you got your longer 12 millimeter bolts that go on the front. And let's see if I get these up in there. All right. Get these over the other way. Okay, now what I usually like to do, get that up in there, kind of, I like to hand tighten them a little bit, get them started, snug them up, if they start up. This one's having a hard time, probably because I'm on this side of the engine. Come on, get in there, let's go. Now, snugged up in there. I guess I should be wearing my gloves, but now to get these up in there, that's why I like to leave everything loose, so I can get everything lined up without tightening up and then it'll be out of whack. So these are the 10 millimeter. Let me show you the 10 millimeters for those. All right, since I really didn't have any good used ones, well, I got a whole bucket full and I really don't feel like going through the whole bucket. I got a whole box of these, brand new. Yeah, look how long those things are. Super long. Yeah. Well, got them at a scrapyard. Yeah, things I find in a scrapyard. Huge. Shoebox size, full of 10 millimeter. Well, I guess what are these, 8? But they use a 10 millimeter socket. Look at that. Brand new. Whole box. Perfect. For me, it's easier. Anyway, being so long, there, that side. Of course, you got the idea. And put them on the other side. Then I'll slowly tighten everything up. Kind of snug these up a bit, snug those up, and then do a final snug up. That way you're not getting anything out of line. Do it however you want, but that's the easiest way. I do it anyway. All right. Now I got that side. This side's all tight. In fact, I had to loosen the 2 back screws in order to get that back screw in straight. It was going in kind of crooked. So watch out for that. Make sure they're all kind of loose. Get them all in finger tight. Then go ahead and tighten everything up. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to look for an air cleaner. Possibly side cover. I'm not sure if I have one. But I think I do. And I'm going to mount the seat. We're getting pretty close here, guys. Yeah! Woo! All right, so I found the original cover for this engine, I do believe, because it looks like the same color as the other side. Got a little crack in it, but you know what? It'll keep me from getting my foot caught in there. Let's see if it actually fits. Yep, it fits. If it fits, it chips. Yeah. All right. This rubber ain't on there very well for some reason. Not straight. Come on, buckets. What are you doing, man? You're half-assing it. Well, yeah, I know I am. It's just an old pit bike that I can run over to the car show. Well, not car show, the racetrack down the road. Ride around, visit my friends. You know. There we go. Oh, I just dropped the bolt. Nut, screw, fastener. Okay, she fits. It's too bad that's got a crack in there. But that's over the chain area, so that ain't going to be too bad. Looks like I'm going to just have to go find myself another fastener. Get this one in there. This is too short. Of course, I know I can put an extension in there, but it'd just be much faster for me to maybe not. Because I'm so disorganized. But that's a working garage. You know, they say a messy garage is a working garage. I know that isn't always true. But, you know what, this will work. My Phillips disappeared just like the 10mm did. I don't know why. Okay, that's not rubbing. I might put a bolt in there just to keep that from maybe vibrating loose. Now let's go ahead and put the seat on. You know, in my stockpile of junk, I found a little side cover. Look at that. It fits on there. We're going to put that on. And by the way, there's some more of those 8mm, 10mm fasteners I got at the scrapyard. Big box full. A little bit shorter. Man, tell you what, comes in handy. You hear that crow outside? You would think Brandon Lee's out there. The crow. Looking for revenge. I don't think I had that one on right. Nope. That's kind of crooked or something here. There we go. I guess I should take it back off and put that bottom bolt in, huh? That'd make a lot of sense. All right, we'll do that. Then we're going to get the seat on. Now, remember, when doing the seat, you want to use the shorter bolts because you don't want to pierce the top of your gas tank. It is right there. So make sure you use your shorter bolts. Put your lock washers and stuff on there. You just got to get a steady hand to get this thing started. You don't want to cross-thread it either. Yeah, so, and I'm using new bolts again because I don't have a matching pair, and I kind of like to have sort of matching. Of course, those are going to be 13 instead of the 12. Make sure it's straight because you can actually, this thing will move. Just kind of eyeball it, level there. Okay, voila. One seat all set together. Needs a little bit of oiling there. All right, now, I've still got to get an air cleaner, guys. So I'm going to get an air cleaner on this bad boy. All right, guys, so we have the seat on, nice and taut. Gives it a nice patina look. Air cleaner should get painted, but patina look. Yeah, we're giving this thing a rat rod. Rat Rod Trail 70, how's that? For now, until someone wants to restore this thing, and who knows, I might do it myself. But for now I gotta adjust that clutch cable. I don't think I forgot anything else. I'm gonna double check the oil. I'm not gonna put fuel in it. I'm gonna use my tank because if this thing sits through the winter, I don't want fuel sitting in it. I'll let the carburetor drain out. That way it'd be ready for spring. So, here we go. Hey guys, guess what? Runs great. One problem. One little problem. I didn't check. My fault. Clutch ain't working. Clutch plates are sticking. I think sat for too long or used the wrong oil or something. But I can't get those clutches to break loose. So we're gonna take that side cover off. Yeah, I hear it now. Yeah, that's what you get, Buckus. That's what you get for putting a Chinese motor on a Japanese glorious great engineering of a Honda Trail 70. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's just a pit bike right now. I can beat the heck out of that motor. Hey, this frame's indestructible. Just about. I can beat the crap out of this motor and keep the original motor nice. And then restore. Alright. Anyway, guess what, guys? I'm going to drop these foot pegs. I think I should be able to get a Kickstarter, pull this cover off. Let's see what's going on in there. Let's check out these clutches. Well, maybe I should be getting up to Best Buy. Guys, I tell you what, I love these little pans that I've got. Little cooking pans I found at the scrapyard. A whole bunch of them. I probably had a whole bunch of nuts and bolts in them, but they're great to keep me kind of organized here when I'm doing this. So anyway, In case you don't know, right under here is your drain plug for your oil. 17 millimeter. Probably better off doing it with a ratchet, and it's probably going to be really hot because I was out there trying to get this thing to doing wheelies, trying to get the brake loose, but no siree, no can do. Well, it's a little hot. Oh man, is it black? Need a changing anyway. Look how black that oil is. Yeah. Guess I should have been wearing my rubber gloves again. I forgot. Okay, we're going to let this drain. And meanwhile, I'm going to take this foot peg back off. All right, for instance, now I'm going to take this Kickstarter off real quick. Look what I'm going to use to take it off. Because I think, to me, is the most stupidest thing to use on dirt bikes. Or motorcycles, mini bikes, whatever. An Allen head. Why would you use an Allen head? They'll break off easy. They're a pain in the butt to try to find that when you can either use a regular 10 millimeter or something besides that, especially on a Kickstarter. You want to have it nice and snug. Look at that. Really? Garbage. So, maybe because I know. Wait a minute. It's a Chinese motor. Never mind. Problem solved. Well, the next thing you'll want to do is loosen your brake pedal. So, I'm going to take this off anyhow. You know what? I'll probably just leave it on there. Put a wire tie around it, but you're probably just going to take your cotter key out of here so your brake pedal goes down. Unless you really want it out of your way, you could pull this off and pull that all off. So I'm going to get this off here. But you know what? I enjoy doing this anyway. I don't care if it's broke because it's fun. Fun tearing this stuff apart. Now, if I was on a press time where I wanted to go riding in the next hour or two, yeah, I'd be, oh man, I can't believe I got to do this now. But it's winter time. Nothing else better to do. But fix stuff. Yeah, buddy. All right. Oh yeah, you got to take your spring off too. Probably want to take off your paranita nose. Take your brake light switch thing off first. You don't break that. Take my spring off. There we go. That should be out of my way for now. That's good. Now, everything else is out of the way. Most of this is going to all stay on. Might want to take off your clutch cable. On Trail 70s, or you're going to be Phillips. And you're going to need an impact thing to take those out. But this is 8 millimeters right here. Here on, probably not in camera frame. Sorry, guys. Let me raise you guys up. All these here, these are all going to be 8 millimeter. Trail 70s are going to be the Phillips, and you're going to need that impact. If you've seen in my other videos how to get those off, because they're in there pretty tight. But these are 8 millimeter. So, find yourself a nice little 8 millimeter. I work my way around the top. Doesn't matter. However you want to do it. And you got, oopsie. Okay. I'm going to pull each one of these out. They're all different lengths. If you want to mark it, if you want to know where the lengths go, I know where they all go. See, that's super long. This one's going to be a little long one too. Not real long. Oops. Got to put my pan under there. Yeah, if you don't know where they go, you might want to mark them. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? Let's get this cable off. All right. Now, make sure I got a good camera angle here. Get behind the camera. Let's see. That's going to be a little tight. Try to find my rubber mallet. I don't know where my rubber mallet went, but guess this will do for now. That gasket's going to be kind of stuck on there. So, got to find my pry points. Especially on these old Chinese motors, there's a pry point right here. So you can get right behind it. All depends what kind of bike it's on. Trying to find my pry point here. There we go. Well, the top half's loose. I didn't forget a bolt mount all, did I? No, I did it. Another one. Pry point down here. You can do a little tap on it. Might want to make sure you have a gasket too. More than likely it's going to rip this gasket. Oh, something just fell out. Well, that ain't good. That was not a good sign. Could have been just dirt. I'm going to have to find out what that was. I don't know what fell out, but inquiry minds want to know. Oh, wow, the gasket actually came off. It's still on the motor. Well, okay. Next thing I could see right here, this gasket sticking out right here. Who knows? I don't think anyone's been into it yet, but all right. Those come off nice. I don't have to use an impact on these. Of course, I'm using an impact. Uh-oh. That one I might have to. Yep. Forgot. Got to take this little spring out. You don't want to lose it. That way you know where it goes. Spring goes in. The little cap cover goes over the spring. So I'm going to use my impact to get that out. A little bit of ring vacuum there, huh? So I'm going to use this sucker here. Now, actually, my camera's in the way. Sorry, guys. Going to have to move it. Hopefully it stays in frame. We'll find out. And it loosens that screw nicely. Now, if you are doing a Trail 70, you're definitely going to want one of these without that thing falling out. So, all right, let's see what we got under here. I might have to order my tool because someone borrowed it and never returned it. Of course, they probably forgot about it. My brother. Gonna have to give him a quick call. Say, hey, do you have my expander tool remover? Oh, look at there. I got a couple of these going on here. All right. Definitely going to need a new gasket for that. All right, let's get back over to here. Now, there is a special tool that takes this off. That's the tool I'm talking about. So before I do any kind of killing of it, let me get some light on there for you. I'm gonna sneeze. There's a special tool for this. You can go on that website, the Honda Trail 70 website, and get that tool. It works for these Chinese motors and the Honda Trail 70s. The tab has been in right here. Just got to get this tab pulled out. Probably going to need yourself your angle tool like this to get in there behind it. Get that thing out of there. So That's the first thing you got to do is you got to get this bent out right here. And none of else we have, just that one. And then you put your expander tool in there. Let me show you kind of what it looks like. Yeah, sorry, I stepped in the camera. Kind of looks like this, but this one is a little different. What it'll do is it just slides over it, take the impact, boop, comes right off. So let me give my brother a call and see if he has it. Now, by the way, if you're in a real pinch, you can use a screwdriver to go around, but it will destroy this fastener here. So you're definitely going to want that tool. So I ordered one, and it's going to take a while to get here, but I did not want to do this. But I used my screwdriver and tapped on it to get it loose. And you see how it damages the nut here. But I got it loose. Unfortunately, I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Now, as you can see, that is a concave washer. It's kind of like a locking washer. See that side, it says that side out. Yes, that's the way you want to make sure that goes back in that way. Oh, and by the way, also what fell in the oil pan, I cleaned it out. I wanted to know what fell out of there. And it was this bolt. I don't know how long that's been in there. If it even actually came out of the motor, but it definitely wasn't used. It could have been laying in the bottom of this. No, I just put that on, so that had to be inside the engine. Not good. So that's what was in there. I filtered the oil out and found that. Luckily, it runs good. I took it for a ride, shifted through all the gears. Hardly, because this is stuck. All right. Well, let's get this clutch off. I'm going to get a magnet here, and these should come out loosely. Of course, find my needle nose. Yeah, this will work. There we go. All right, let's take this clutch off. All right, there's the clutch. And a nice and free. Motor's nice and clean inside. So let me show you how to take this clutch apart. All right, so look at I'm wearing gloves, guys. I finally got smart and remembered to put gloves on. I'm sick of my hands drying out and my hands all full of dirt. So, all right. Now, there is a ring on the outside, on the back side of this clutch. And it comes apart. Let me zoom in for you. And there it is. Right there. So all you got to do is, and it's going to spring out, so you're going to want to put a little pressure. Get everything out of the way here. Get that come up. Slowly work your way around. Bring it up just a little bit. Come on. There you go. Bring that up. Work yourself around. Just like that. I should be able to pull it out the rest of the way. Back off on the screen there. All right. There it is. Doing. Popped up. Kind of look in here, make you see why it's sticking. Now remember, don't just throw it apart, because if you don't know how it goes back together, oh crap. All these came popping out on the other side. All these popped out. So, that's a problem. Never had it come apart like that before. Look at that. Don't lose your springs. Remember how it all goes back together. Now this centerpiece should come off. Let's see, that one comes off. Yep. A little sticky. Yeah, they were stuck. You can see where they were stuck right here. They're stuck. Especially this one here. This one's definitely stuck.
Uh-oh.
I can't even move it. That one's really stuck. So, yep. There's the culprit right there. That one's stuck. So, I'm going to pop it right here. Let's see. Look at that. See how that was? And that's probably from not doing any oil changes too. Now, just clean this up. I'm going to go over this a little bit with my stainless steel Brillo paddy thing there. Clean all this up. Get in the mineral spirits here, kind of clean this up a little bit. You know, I don't even think I have to use mineral spirits. I'm just going to, I want to keep these things oiled. Mineral spirits will dry it out. Regard what I said about that. Just make sure they're clean with a nice clean rag. Make sure they're nice and lubed. Make sure these are clean. Not too bad. All right. Now to reassemble it. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this back together. We'll put it back on the engine. And I'll show you bits and pieces of it. But let's see if that actually works. Now reassembling the clutch. I don't know if this is a proper way to do it. But this is just kind of the way I've done them. I just put them in a vise. Hey, look at there. I got a hole in my glove. Somewhere. Funny. So anyway, I put a little bit of pressure. Make sure you don't do it too hard unless it's already all in there, because you'll bend it. So make sure it's all correctly in there. Slowly do it. Tighten your vise until you get it up in there. Then you can put your ring back on, which I already started, but I didn't put it on all the way. See down here, it's still off. Right here. So I'm just going to put this back on. Of course, I need a little screwdriver. That's what I meant by a little screwdriver. I'm doing it one-handed here. Bear with me. Oh, look at there. It just popped off. Anyway, I got to do it with two hands. So I started from one side. Work my way in. Come on. Let me see if I try it one more time. You guys got the idea. Just start from one side, work your way over. As long as it's even on all sides, you should be able to get that on. Okay? Yeah, that was easy. Clipped right on. I cleaned it all off. The hardest part you're going to have, make sure that stays in there. The hardest part you're going to have is putting these little springs back in. Right here. There might be a different way to do it, but the way I've done them, I just set them in the hole that way first. And you could use a small screwdriver, pointed something, whatever. And probably a little flat screwdriver would probably work the best. Always remember, guys, when you're doing the clutches and stuff, please wear safety glasses. Because they could pop out and poke you right in the eyeball. See, coming that one went right in. That's what you don't need an eye injury. Then you can't ride for a while, unless you want to ride one-eyed, or God forbid you don't want to lose an eye. So, yeah, I'm a safety guy too. So, anyhow, get these to pop in like that. You get the idea. Got two more to go. And we can put this thing back together. And the clutch should work again. This one I just turned around to the other side. I cleaned it up the best I could, but the other side was real clean, so I said, yeah, just flip it over. And it works. So, all right. All right, let's get this thing back together. All right, if you guys need to know, don't forget, you have to put your stuff in there, keepers, whatever you want to call these. This one goes in first, like that. You're gonna have your spring. Wow, a motorcycle just drove by. It's 33 degrees out there. That's another diehard guy. Now what I'm doing here is you have the, looks like a solid. That side's blocked off. That side, see it's got a little ridge on it. That's a lighter ridge. Your spring, I can't hold nothing. It's falling off. Goes in there like that. Stick it in my gloves. And then you just simply put it in like that. So it's going to be a little springy. Just like that. You know, make sure that's in there before you put your cover back on. And I do believe that goes as well as the Trail 70s. This is a Chinese motor, but they're similar. So there you go. Now I'm ready to put the cover back on. Got to make sure all this is clean though. Make sure there's no dirt and grime in there. In fact, there's actually a filter underneath this gasket here. So I'm going to pull that filter off, make sure it's clean. Then put it back together. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd show you this filter. Because I took it out already, guys, but I put it back in so you guys can see. It was pretty bad. So I'm bending down this piece of gasket here, under where the filter is, pulling out with a pair of needle nose. So look at that. It's clogged, and the underneath is even worse. Look how nasty that thing is. Woo, baby. So, want to clean that real good. That's pretty much like your oil filter. Now I'm going to have to clean out that hole a little bit because there's some filthiness in there. So make sure this is clean. Also, your filter is, after you clean it, I get in frame here. See the taper? The smaller end goes in first. So you're going to go in this way after you clean it. Okay? Oof. Nasty. Nasty boy. Hey guys. Okay, it's ready to go. Finally. Let's give this thing a spin. I think it's gonna run good. And it's got fresh oil. Yeah. Contact. Oh, it's it. It's done. Cold out here. Good enough. Chain needs a little tightening. May need a spark plug. Original plug. Okay, guys. Hey, thanks for sticking around and watching me do this. A lot of fun. Something to do. Nice sunny day. Disappointing time at Best Buy. I just left. I can't believe I slept through that. Anyway, hey, please like, please subscribe, guys. We'll have more of this stuff to do. If it snows, I'm going to be doing some electronics. I'm not going to be out here in this coat. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Have a great rest of the weekend. Take care.